Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 10 of our Supersize You annual challenge. Today we are talking about your beliefs. I'm going to pay attention to my beliefs today, and it's really easy following up from yesterday. If you actually wrote down your thoughts and you see the things that you're thinking often, it's easy to look at that list and say, okay, well, this is clearly something that I have formed a belief in because I'm thinking this thought so often. We form beliefs by either thinking a thought repeatedly and adding more evidence to it. Sometimes we heard something when we were 3, or we're told something about ourselves when we were 3, and we decided that was part of our identity. And so between 3 and, for me, 65, I've been stacking things and evidence on that belief about myself that is probably definitely not true of me as a 65-year-old as it was true, and I'm sure it was true of me as a 3-year-old, because I know what kind of a 3-year-old I was. But we want to look at this today, and we're not going to analyze it or do anything with it. I think we're going to do that tomorrow. I want to take things one step at a time so we build a really solid foundation this year for our challenge and go through the structure of what we're probably a similar format. I mix it up a little bit every month of what we're going to cover each month. Each month, we're going to define what the area means to us. We're going to ask ourselves and use the 7 why exercise on it. We're going to look at our thoughts and our beliefs and our habits around the particular area we're focusing on so that we can decide if those are habits we want to move forward with this year in the rest of our life, or maybe there's some little tweaks and changes that we can make to have our life go more smoothly, feel more aligned, feel more flowing. I don't know about you, but I just recently started to learn about flow and alignment and what is it called when you not realign your body, but you pay attention to what's going on inside you and how things make you feel, because it has a huge impact on the way we show up in the world, the things that we think about, the things that we'll see, the opportunities we even let ourselves see. So today, all we're doing is we're grabbing our handy dandy little journal for the challenge. And I've not started writing down anything yet, but I did write down a couple things to remember when I'm thinking about my beliefs and trying to identify what they are. Besides going back and looking at yesterday's list, which I will definitely do that. But also, when do you catch yourself saying, I am blank? And write that down. I used to say all the time, I am a klutz. Now I say, I have klutzy tendencies on occasion. Why? Because I don't want to be a klutz every day. I don't want to be falling or tripping or hurting myself or anybody else in the process, right, of living my life. So anything we say, I am. Anything we say, I blank. Anything we say, I can, can't, should, would, don't, won't, hate, etc. Those are all beliefs. They're all malleable and changeable and choosable or not choosable. I try to catch myself whenever I say or even think I hate something, I really immediately question that, because do I really hate it, or is it just annoying me right now? Do I feel a little bit frustrated by it or irritated, or do I actually loathe and hate it? I don't really actually loathe and hate very many things. There are a couple things, which I'm not even going to go into because they get me all fired up, but evil, injustice, people taking advantage of other people, anything that involves harming any other living creatures really, really bothers me, especially, animals and kids and things. Kids especially. I can't even talk about all the craziness around that because it's so disturbing and vile and evil to me. Anyway, I guess I did start talking about it. So, I am what? Fill in the blank. Come up with your 10 most common beliefs right now. And then tomorrow we're going to look at them, because I can almost guarantee that in your top 10 beliefs, you have at least one pair that is problematic for creating and having the life that you want and being the best possible version of yourself. Why? Because I know we all do. We all have beliefs that conflict with one another. And so we need to know how to handle those and how to deal with those. And we're going to do that tomorrow. Any questions about this? Please just reach out and ask. If you're like, was this a thought or a belief? All a belief is a thought that you think a lot, or a thought that you experience strong emotions, either positive or negative with, but intense emotions at the time of that event, and you linked up that feeling, that intense feeling, with that thought, and all of a sudden that became one that you just kept piling evidence on. And I think that's the difference between our thoughts and our beliefs. Our thoughts are things that come and go and fleet in and out of our our subconscious and our conscious mind, our beliefs get locked into our conscious mind as if they're the law for us or a rule for us to live by and follow. Normally, our subconscious latches onto those and keeps those to keep us safe. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.